Welcome back to Downstairs and Dragons, where we play D&D in our basement as per tradition. This is episode 13. We left off with our party facing a roper and Quella getting bit really badly. So she's unconscious, and we're going to pick up with round 2 of the battle. So we have Nathan who plays Quella, not here today. We have Josh playing Ixildor. We have Adler playing Phlebotomus, and we have Dieter playing Kieran. Top of the round is Kieran.
All right. Well, I suppose I'm going to try and hit that tentacle with my stick. I'll sit up and try and whack at it and see if I can squish through it.
Okay. I got a message from Nat. Ned is not coming.
Okay.
So hopefully we don't kill his character while he's gone.
So, I got an 18.
18 does not do damage. You strike at a body part, but it just bounces right off. Wait, so what were you doing again?
Melee attack with Shillelagh.
Wait, from where? You run and jump?
Oh, the tentacle's wrapped around me.
No, that's right, I forgot about that. Oh my god, okay.
Is the tentacle easier to hit?
With it wrapped around you, actually, yeah, because it can't really dodge you, so, yeah, 18 hits.
Alright.
Sorry, totally distracted.
Well, it's better than the last roll. 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Isn't there more that you do as well?
6 points of bludgeoning damage and then 2 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
I can do something with my reaction on the top of its turn.
Okay. And that's
it? But that's it for now.
You just did 8 points?
Yes.
Okay. So you hit it really, really hard, and you can tell that you've broken a lot of its strength and bruised it in a way. I mean, it's very thin and skinny, so you've really bruised through to it. Quella's turn. We need to do a death saving throw. Nat 20, nat 20, nat 20, nat 20.
15, success.
It is a success, okay. Okay. Quella's turn is over. It is its turn. Go ahead and do the damage.
Yes!
So your bees sting into this thing all over.
On its tentacles.
Yeah,
just
on that specific tentacle.
And I'm currently using my danger signal class ability, so instead of 3 points of piercing damage, it does 6 points of piercing damage. And
this tentacle goes almost numb from the stings where you bruised it, and it goes limp and drops you.
Oh!
You've been dropped, and it lays limp across the ground.
Oh, thank goodness.
All right. It has multi-attack. Takes her out of its mouth.
Well, it's not an automatic with Sanctuary. It needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
It's just taking her out of its mouth.
Okay.
It's going to make its tendril attacks at the rest of you, so... Kieran, it's sending another tendril out towards you to try to replace the one that you've broken. 10 to hit, and it misses you because it's distracted by what's going on in front of its face. Another one is going to try to wrap around Ixildor, and that's 17.
Miss.
You're able to slip out of that one. Another one reaches out for Phlebotomus, who's off the map, and that's 16. You're able to jump out of the way of this one. And I have one more I can do, so Ixildor makes the most sense. 16. Misses. So you're just so close that you're able to dodge. It's just like when someone's trying to hit you with a sword, but you're right up in its face, I guess. Or is that
remember the 5 Ds. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Man, oh, that was really, really good. So the only person who can reel in again is Quella and bite Quella again. But why would it bite her if she's already limp? And I don't have a swallow attack, so I can't actually swallow her now, according to the stats. So he's just going to hold on to her as food for later, to eat later. Does that make sense? So she's still held right up against him, but there's no reason to bite, and I can't swallow according to the stats. So we are going to move on to Ixildor's turn.
Well, they still have ensnaring strike up, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the body of the roper.
Okay.
Still afflicted by fairy fire, so I still have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. 17 to hit.
Does not do damage.
Fucker.
Bounces off the rocky side of its body.
Did you bless yourself?
No.
Oh!
I ran out of bless.
Oh! Am I still blessed?
No.
Oh, shit. Damn it! Alright.
Is that all you're doing?
All I can do.
Okay. Well, Bottomless, it is your turn.
Alright, so I'm assuming it would be pretty hard to shoot the tentacles, right?
It's the same.
Oh, it's the same? Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna shoot at the tentacle that's holding Quella right now.
Okay. Roll a hit.
Alright.
Do you still have your fiery arrows?
Yeah, I do. That's
Advantage.
Advantage.
Oh shit.
Fairy fire.
It's not gonna hit. I got like a 10.
Okay. Your boat goes sailing past it and bounces off the rock of its body since you missed the tendril, but you still have blood on your bonus action. What would you like blood to do?
What I'm gonna do is have him shoot his acid spittle at the same tentacle.
Okay. Roll to hit with advantage.
$19.
That does barely hit.
We found the armor class.
Alright, so let me see. 26 plus 2.
I want to see if you can do enough damage to get her free.
Oh.
3 acid damage.
Okay, so the tendril does have acid eating away at it and burning it. And you can see it kind of writhe with Quella in it, but it's not enough to get her loose.
Okay.
Is that the end of your turn? I believe it is.
Yes, it is.
Kieran, third round is your turn.
Alright. So that tentacle's all limp, yeah?
It was out of play.
I can move 30 feet. I'm going to get 30 feet, get as close as I can while remaining on the bank.
Well, I could actually do diagonal. There you go.
Alright, I'm going to use Infestation,
Okay.
since I can't get up to it to attack with a melee attack.
Okay. Tell us all about that.
I needed to make a Constitution saving throw.
Eight.
Good. That fails. It's not a very strong attack, but I'm going to be sending my bees out to sting him via the infestation cantrip.
Are you stinging any tendrils or just the body?
That's a good question. I'll sting the tendril that's got Quella.
Okay.
I deal 3 points of piercing damage to it, and I roll a d8, and it must move 5 feet in a random direction. 7. So it moves 5 feet west.
Well, I guess it's up in the tendril, but that's right? 5 feet west.
Yeah.
Okay.
That will be my turn.
Wait, so only 3 points of damage on that?
I rolled 3.
Okay.
Don't get any bonus until I level up. It increases to 2d6 once I reach 5th level.
Okay. It is Quella's turn. Please roll death saving throw.
It's a 5.
That fails. One save, one fail. Okay. It is its turn. It has 5 tendrils. One of them is wrapped around Quella, so its 4 tendril attacks are totally free. It's going to go for Kieran.
At the top of its turn. Oh, it's not within 10 feet of me. Damn it, never mind. Alright, what'd you get?
9.
Oh, thank goodness.
Another one's going for Ixildor. Oh my god.
It's a crit.
No, but it's 25.
That's going to hit.
You are now grappled and restrained.
Okay.
You are being lifted into the air. Another one is going to go for... It's going to go for Kieran, and it's a 25.
Oh, son of a bitch!
You are now grappled and restrained.
Oh, I just got out of it.
Phlebotomist, the last one is coming for you. 10! 10.
Can't catch this, no.
Okay, it's going to reel someone in. It's going to reel Kieran in.
Shit.
And it's going to bite you.
Alright, fucking bring it, you big bastard!
So you're writhing around in its mouth. Trying not to get bit. But it is able to tamp down on you with its teeth. Oh god. I feel sick. Oh,
I
good.
get 5 temporary HP.
Okay,
Oh, I have 15 temporary HP, by the way.
Okay. 15 points of piercing damage.
Well done.
You are bitten, and then its mouth opens, and that is the end of its turn. So you're flailing around in the tendril.
Yeah, I get 5 temporary HP per level. So, I'm level 3, that's 15. It just took all of my temporary HP away. Alright,
So White's
it
gonna
is
win. Makes your glowing gold magic just flitter away, and you're no longer protected. Ixildor, it is your turn.
Well, now that I'm grappled and can't do a whole lot, I will use my Channel Divinity.
Wait, I let Dieter hit it while he was in its grasp. But if you're restrained, can you do that?
The disadvantage.
Oh,
Extra
okay.
disadvantage.
Sorry, go ahead.
But we'll use Channel Divinity for Nature's Wrath.
Okay.
It has to make either a Strength or Dexterity saving throw.
12.
Fails. So thorny vines shoot up from the ground and entangle it. It is now restrained.
Okay, what about its tendrils? Does that mean the tendrils are restrained as well?
Mm-hmm.
So those things actually coil around the tendrils like a corkscrew.
They can still try to maneuver. It's just anything they try to do is going to be a disadvantage.
Okay, awesome.
And now
Good.
everyone that attacks it now has an additional advantage die.
Oh shit.
So, Fairy Fire flanking, Channel Divinity, and the attack roll. I'm gonna need more
As long
d20s.
as it's a melee attack.
Melee, gotcha.
Okay.
Now you and I, because we're restrained, have disadvantage, so it's only 3.
So would I only get
Makes
these ones?
sense.
Yep, because you're doing, unless you get up in its face, then you would get 4.
Okay.
Okay, is that all you're doing with your turn?
Yep, that's all I got.
Thank you, Ixildor.
Very
It is
good, very good.
Phlebotomist's turn.
The tendril that attacked Quella is already worn down a bit.
Yep.
So I'm going to try and take that one out of play. I'm going to shoot at it.
Okay.
Dude.
None of them would hit.
Okay.
Yeah. Dice check.
Your bolt shoots off, hits the rocky, hard parts of its body, and then just bounces off, falling into the water.
Okay.
Would you like to command blood on your bonus action?
Yeah. Do either of you want the temporary HP, or should I focus on the Quella?
We definitely need to help Quella.
I feel like the monster's not necessarily attacking her.
I could use that temporary HP.
That's sort of what I was thinking.
He's got 10 more than I do.
Yeah. Alright. So if that's the case, yeah, Blood Jr. I'm going to command Blood Jr. to use his alchemical salve on Kieran to give him resilience. So that is 2d6 plus 4 temp HP.
Just comes flying across the river. His sticky, sweaty body slaps on my face, and I can feel it just sinking into my skin.
He's just clinging to Kieran's head like a koala and just rubbing his slimy, gross appendages all over.
It's in the nose!
Oddly, you feel revitalized.
2d6. That was a 6?
Yes. 9 plus 13 temporary HP.
Awesome.
Oh, that's very good, thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Are you gonna move at all in your turn?
No, the only time I'm gonna move is if everything gets fucked and I'm just running out of there. I'll stay here for now.
Okay. Thank you, Phlebotomus. Kieran, it is your turn.
Wait. Oh, he's big. Alright. I'll whack at the tentacle again, right?
Do it.
A little easier?
Yeah, because you're in it, so that makes it easier.
Natural 20! I was so good in that one.
Okay,
I'm
Dan.
11. Alright. Come on, babies. Give me that max damage. Once. I'll fucking go with it. So that's 24 points of damage.
Okay, hold on. Jeez!
Am I free from the tentacle?
Okay, well, yeah, the tentacle, you hit so hard, it ripped open, and you broke it. Like, it literally ripped apart, and you just fall and slide into the gravel on the side of this riverbank at its feet, at its base.
I had a head rush. It's like all in my face. Ooh, I needed that.
Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. Anything else?
That's it for now.
Okay. So the magic of your staff, because it is a magical staff, hit that thing, ripped it apart, and shot magical pain all the way up into the tendril, into the body, and now it is Quilla's turn for a death saving throw.
8. Failure.
That's 2 failures.
Could someone hand me the dry erase?
Yeah.
With a marker?
No, the eraser stuff.
There you go. Okay. So.
Quilla's still got Sanctuary.
Yeah. So.
Alright, who's next?
I'm sorry, I get so distracted. This is very stressful.
This is
the
awesome.
Roper is
Roper.
next.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, on its turn, it takes 6 points of fucking damage. Okay. I'm gonna sting the tentacle that's holding Quilla.
That is enough to break the tentacle, and her body flops down onto the ground next to all of you. She's right on the riverbank, so as long as she's not pushed into the water, she'll lay there. It's got 4 tendrils that it can still attack with. It's got Ixeldor already wrapped up.
Does it only have 3 left?
No. Oh, 3, because you're in 1.
Yeah.
Thank you, sorry. So one of them's going to go at you, Kieran.
At disadvantage.
That original one was a natural 20, so the disadvantage makes it a 12. Do I have disadvantage on Phlebotomus as well?
Yep.
Yeah, because
Two of them.
he's currently restrained.
Okay, 14
Thank you, Ixeldor!
and 16.
To hit me?
Yeah. 14 and 16.
Neither of those hit.
Okay, so 2 miss you again as you're just in the corner dodging this thing. It has no more tendrils and it can't reel anyone in. It can reel you in and bite you. So while you're squirming in its arms and it pulls you up to its mouth.
Normal attack against me.
Are you fucking shitting me? Sorry.
So that one, isn't it? He bites his own tentacles.
A 9.
Oh,
just because of the way you're flailing and you're knocking it with your polearm, you're able to actually like keep yourself out of its mouth, like a dog trying not to be pulled into the groomers. You're like at the door holding on. You're able to keep yourself out of its mouth and not get bit. Oh my god! If you guys actually do this, okay.
At the end of its turn, I believe it can
Do a strength save.
I think so. Let me check on that. As an let's see. Save at the end of its turn. So yeah, I can make another save.
I got an 11.
That will fail.
So it's still
restrained.
completely tied up in magical vines all over its body. If the fairy fire wasn't already giving off enough light, there's divine light mixed in there. Ixodor, it is your turn.
I'm going to make an attack against the tentacle that's holding me. Now, is there flanking somewhere in here? I'm flanking with Kieran, right?
Not with your own tentacle. No.
Alright, that's fine. I'm still going to make an attack roll against it.
it is fairy fired,
So I do get advantage there.
and it is restrained.
But I'm restrained, so I get disadvantage on attack.
Gotcha. It's like a couple of snakes having sex.
24!
Yeah,
Nice! And then I still have ensnaring strike up, so I think that deals extra damage. Extra d6 piercing damage.
Oh, very good.
So we've got 11 points of slashing damage.
That breaks the tendril, so you cut the tendril right through.
Okay. I don't know if this extra damage is going to do extra damage or not.
It's piercing, right?
Slashing.
Go ahead and tell me. So, is it from the ensnaring thing?
Yeah, ensnaring strike does extra damage.
Okay, go ahead and tell me more damage.
6 points of piercing damage from the vines that shoot up from the head of the halberd as they strike it. And then an additional 6 points of acid damage from the halberd itself.
Okay, so right as you cut it, the vines come out of your weapon into its both sides of the tendril. So the parts that went into the body do damage, and the acid burns up as well, causing this thing to scream in loud pain at the burning acid. Is there anything else?
Nope.
Did you say there was piercing damage though?
Yeah, that's from the ensnaring strike. So slashing for the initial weapon damage, 6 points of piercing damage from the ensnaring strike spell,
Okay.
and then 6 points of acid from the
Awesome.
halberd.
Very good. Okay, so then you drop down as well. So now you're standing next to Quella on the ground next to it. Anything else?
Can I do this as... Nope, that's an action. Fuck me running sideways. Nope, I can do nothing else.
Okay, you guys are doing great. Phlebotomist, you see this from a distance, and it is your turn.
I do not have the movement to get to Quella, do I?
I can get to her.
Okay.
You guys have potions on you, don't you?
I can
I don't
cast
think we
healing.
have healing potions.
No.
I thought we had a few.
We might.
Oh no, we went through those
Quella
already.
has them. Quella has 2 of them
Oh,
in
Quella
her
has 2 minor
pockets.
healing pots, yeah.
Okay, alright.
Okay. So, when's one of your turn?
I'll feed her
Yeah.
a taste of her own medicine.
Literally.
Okay, so if that's the case, I am going to...
Shoot her! Shoot her!
I'm gonna shoot the... Are there any tendrils still in play?
3.
They're currently inside its body, though.
Right, okay, so I'm just gonna shoot its body.
Why?
When they lash out and they come back,
Oh, they come back in.
just...
Oh, well, I was actually okay with them flailing around like you could catch one. If
Okay.
you wanted to try to catch one, you could.
I guess it is in combat mode.
Right, because technically all your times overlap just a little bit. Either way,
Go for it, Tom.
roll to hit, and whatever you hit, we'll just
If
decide.
you can take them out, it's less attacks against us.
Yeah, that's true. So that was still 3 advantage, yes?
Yes.
This
Hold
is so-
on. It's
Your
working.
lucky blow. That's worked for you in board games. Did it work? What is it?
I don't know.
It was a little higher.
Okay, so
It's the highest one he's rolled so far. I don't think it's enough though.
Was it like +5?
That's 16.
Does not hit. Oh, you're hitting its body, but the bolts are bouncing off the natural armor.
Alright.
But you got blood still. Blood's right there.
Blood Junior. Little Fleeble.
Blood Junior's been hitting this thing better than I have. He's gonna spit some acid.
Okay, so he flies off of Kieran's face, spits acid over Kieran's body into this thing's eye.
No, while
face.
it's on Kieran's face.
Okay, roll the hit. At advantage with Fairy Fire, right?
Aye. And restrained.
His highest was 17.
I think that'll hit.
21.
Yes! Oh, okay. You hit it. Oh my god, this is so anxious when you roll it one at a time. Okay. You hit it. Roll acid damage.
6 acid damage.
Good.
Were you aiming at a tentacle or were you aiming at...
Eyeball! Please.
Yeah, I was just gonna shoot him in the fucking eye.
Okay. Acid hits right in its eye and burns through the lens. Leaving big, gross, like, handprint in its eye almost.
Ew.
Okay. Anything else?
Hope he's got health
Turn?
insurance for that cataract surgery.
Okay, anything else, Lobotomist?
Yeah, I'm gonna flip off the roper with my feet. Okay, I'm good.
Okay, thanks.
Bonus action, fuck you.
Okay,
Oh boy.
top of the round.
Alright.
Kieran.
I am going to ninja slip around the bank, get to Quella, reach in her bag, pull out a potion, pop the cork, pick up her fucking head, and force feed her the potion. How much does that heal her?
It's minor, it's a 44.
plus 4.
Or 1d4 plus 4, yeah. I just knew it was 4.
1d4 plus 1?
2d4 plus 4.
Okay.
Is it 2?
Yeah, it's 2d4.
1, 4. So 5, so 9.
Oh, it's at 9 hit points.
That gets her out of the...
And then I'm going to go back into position.
You just like... and she
Get the fuck
just
up!
like on the floor. She still can't talk, but you got the potion in. And blinking and... Okay, anyway. It's her turn, so she actually just stands up. And is looking at you guys like, what do I do?
What do you yell at her? Fucking kill it!
Takes out the sword and tries to stab into it. Roll a hit.
Flanking advantage from restrained and advantage from fairy fire.
Yep.
So 4 d20s.
Yep.
Get a fucking
We
crit.
fucking need these.
No crits.
Oh wait, does she still have spell slots?
She does have one
Hunter's
spell
Mark.
slot. Yeah, well, Hunter's
It
Mark.
was already on it, actually.
No, she lost it when she
Oh, when she went
dropped
down?
unconscious.
Okay,
yeah.
Hunter's
So
Mark.
she'll cast Hunter's Mark in the bonus action. I'm pretty sure it's still going to hit with 20.
Yeah, AC's 19.
Okay, so she... Roll damage for me. I'm going to say she runs up its body, exhausted, panting, breathing really hard, holding the rapier up above her, and roll damage.
18 points of piercing damage.
And plunges the rapier into its eye, into its brain behind the eye.
Yes.
And this thing screams and writhes, but she can't be shooken off because she's holding on so hard. And this thing, the tendrils fall, its mouth falls, and it actually falls into the ground.
What the fuck? Oh.
Holy shit. Wow.
Oh my god.
That started very poorly for us.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it sure did.
Is everyone okay? Who needs healing?
Hardly I haven't taken any damage.
Quest is like
Yeah,
over on
there.
this side, but...
Quella, drink a potion real quick.
And she drinks her potion, so we'll mark both those off, but if you could roll for that.
She will heal an additional 10 points.
That's not bad.
19 points of health.
These are...
Oh wait, well let's gut this piece of shit.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That was quite intense.
Do you and Quella want to take care of that?
Yes.
Holy cow. You guys did great. Okay, turning off that. Turning off the camera.
Alright, so
Well,
I rolled
did
an
we get?
8. Survival.
Her survival's higher than yours, isn't it?
I'm just doing the rolling because I'm here.
Okay. Just add her value to it.
She gets +4.
I get +5.
Oh,
Right,
well,
so-
there.
13. Yes, 13.
Okay, so it's not that you're cutting any good body parts off this thing, it's that you're cutting into its stomach because Ixildor wants you to. Of course, there are big, great teeth on it. You've already destroyed the eyeball, but there are teeth if you guys wanted the roper teeth.
Are they valuable?
Yeah, may as well grab them.
Might as well.
They're big pointy teeth.
I'm sure some mad scientist would like them.
I'm just trying to open up its stomach.
You guys do open up its stomach. You ready?
Yes.
Let me get my loot.
Well, I mean, emotionally I'm ready.
You guys find some skeletons, and they look like possibly troglodyte skeletons, maybe an orc skeleton, that are still digesting. Among all the gunk and all the stuff, you find a ring, you find a ruby, you find 2 emeralds, and 3 serpentine, and I can repeat that. Otherwise, there's a lot of rocks and a lot of rusted and eroded metal, old leather straps from like leather armor being digested. But a ring,
A ruby, 2 emeralds, 3 serpentine.
Yep. And I'll tell you the value later. You can give them appraised by Talgan. All right.
Is the ring magical?
I'm gonna use my wand of detect magic.
Yes.
Yeah, it's magic.
Oh, it was worth it.
Yeah. But we didn't die. We're good. So, yeah, it was worth it.
Quella came so close.
Dude, yeah.
Oh,
You hadn't gotten in there with the potions.
yeah. That sanctuary probably helped some too.
Yeah, for sure.
Well done, everyone.
I would like to bed down for the evening.
I'm gonna grab my bolts.
You
from
guys
the
gonna
depot.
go back up to the first floor?
Sure, that's where.
That's probably the safest area.
I'm gonna grab my bolts from the
Take half.
half. Okay, I don't remember how much.
I don't-
So I'll just put down 3.
Okay, and then also that jail that you walked into earlier, Kieran, it was just an empty jail, if you guys want to look at it. There's no other doors in it, it's just an empty jail.
You could barricade up there for the night as well.
Let's give it a peek see.
It's genuinely, like, I'm telling you, when you went in there, it was a safe place.
Right. No other critters around. So,
That door at the end, it's all bars, so you can see through it, but it is locked.
jail. Jail.
It's a jail.
I don't remember this.
This is when
That
you
was-
ran in, when you ran past the road.
Oh, to the north.
I didn't show it to you at all, but that's what you were in.
That's
for a
all that's
second.
there.
Anything dry that we could make a campfire?
That skeleton in there has some stuff.
I mean, if we're going to rest, I have the spells. I have the magic. I
It
can
will-
just cast Good Berry.
It'll only take you guys a half hour to an hour to get back up to the first level if you want to.
Do we feel?
I don't feel like moving.
I don't.
I say we
understand.
we barricade this door with whatever we can and rest here for the night.
I agree.
Sounds good.
It's a closed off room. There's nothing that can surprise us unless it comes through that door.
I'm going to shove the roper's corpse into the river.
Okay, you guys are gonna have to work hard to do strength for that.
Give me a hand.
Yes.
Guidance. Or is it one person?
Now you do it.
Okay.
I'll just assist you.
Alright, get guidance.
$25.
You guys are able to push its body into the river and it moves incredibly slowly. I mean, the current is very strong, but this thing is very heavy and big. And It works its way towards the end of the river and disappears.
It's probably gonna end up blocking some hole or something somewhere.
Here you go, giants, cat, dragon, mythical being. Food for ya. Don't eat us while we nap over there.
Okay.
Is there bits of like tentacle laying out yet? Like how long is it?
It's just the pieces that were wrapped around you guys, so I would argue 12 feet.
12 feet.
12 feet
And
each.
there's like mucus on it that causes it to be sticky?
Hairs, and yeah, let me pull up the monster manual again. Oh.
Roper tentacle could be useful.
Could be.
Yeah, it really could be.
And we got the teeth too.
Oh gosh, we're like worn out from that. A roper's 6 knobs set along its body. It extrudes sticky tendrils that bond to whatever they touch. Each tendril sends out hair-like growths that penetrate a creature's flesh and sap its strength, so the victim can struggle only weakly as the roper reels it in. If a tendril is cut through or broken, the roper... eventually will produce a new one to replace it.
Ooh.
Eventually.
If left alive, yeah.
So we have how many? Do we have 3 or 4 of them?
3.
So we have 3 roper tentacles. They could be used as
Something.
some sort of rope or
Super stretchy rope.
grappling hook.
36 feet of rope. That's okay.
Yeah, if you don't throw them in your bag of holding. Do you want to write 12 feet roper tentacle times 3?
Maybe the preserving jar.
It won't fit. Not with your snails and your fish meat. Oh, there's nothing dry down here to have a fire.
I'm just gonna cast Good Berry.
Okay. Wow. So all of you come into this jail and you close the door behind you. Do you want to unlock that door down there?
The cell door down there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll Tinker's check. Holy cow.
Natural 1.
So I'm going to read the description of the room. A sturdy door of iron plate stands open in the north wall of the cavern. Inside you see a short passageway with 3 small iron doors set into the west wall. The first 2 are open, but the door at the end of the hall is closed. And unfortunately, your natural 1 breaks the lock.
Okay, that's fine.
Someone have mending?
Yes. Mend.
Go ahead and try again.
I don't know if I mentioned this before, but you can use mending to heal Blood
Construct.
Junior over there.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's going to be an 11.
So you guys are just tired and it's dark and you don't make it through. And you want to because that suit of armor on that skeleton is... Well, it's actually really corroded. But you can tell this thing has a silk purse on it. So you want to get in and see what's in that silk purse.
Okay.
You want me to try to break it open?
If you feel up to it, go right ahead.
Do we have a crowbar?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
No, this is a prison, so strength might not get you through this door.
Good.
I'll just try it again.
Alright. There we go. 24.
Much better. You were able to figure out the trick.
Oh, you were holding your lockpick upside down.
Oh!
You
I got
pop-
all discombobulated from the roper.
Yeah. You pop it open. Swings open. You guys want to go in and check out the purse that you see hanging off of this thing?
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna poke the skeleton with my 10-foot pole.
Nothing happens.
I'm gonna try and loop the purse on the 10-foot pole and pull
Okay.
it back in.
You want to open it?
Yeah, I'm gonna open it.
You get death
It's
savers.
not gold. It's platinum.
Oh shit!
8 platinum, which is not
Nice.
that much, but still cool.
That's quite a bit.
And
Not that much.
an iron skeleton key.
There you go.
That
It has
was,
armor on?
yeah, plate armor. It says right here, the plate is too corroded to be of any use.
Can we be mended?
Mending.
No. They would have said that. They would have been like, it could be repaired by mending. They're pretty good about that.
So as soon as I pick it up to take a look at it, it crumbles into rusty dust.
Yep.
Unfortunate.
That's rough.
I can't work with this. I'm sorry.
Just try scooping it up into a little pile.
You've done so
Mending.
much, Kieran. It's okay.
Just think, you guys could have fought the Gricks instead.
Nah, this is better. No regrets.
So you guys are gonna rest here for the night.
So an iron skeleton key, is that like...
Probably the key to the door upstairs.
That would make sense. Before we rest, I want to do identify as a ritual for the
those
2
potions.
potions, as well as the ring.
Okay. One of them is a potion of water breathing. The other one is a potion of invisibility. The ring is a ring of spell storing. I know, nice. Really nice.
So that's useful for you, me, or Quella.
That's useful for any of us.
You have spell slots, don't you?
I call dibs on it.
Oh, little shit.
I found it.
No, actually, they found it when they cut open the...
You're the one with the least amount of spell slots.
I'm the one holding it. I found it.
That's true.
Well, they're the ones who pulled out of the roper's stomach. Oh, but you're identifying it. Okay.
Oh yeah, the ring came out of the roper's stomach.
No, I found it. It's mine.
Okay, so you
Do you
have
want
it
to
on.
rock, paper, scissors for it? Either of you?
I'll
think
trade
we're-
the Pearl of Power for it.
What is
It would
roll?
it lets you get back a spell slot once per long rest.
Does it have a limited amount of charges?
You can use it once per long rest.
But it doesn't like wear out or anything?
No.
Okay, fucking give me that one straight.
Okay. So now I can use my utility spells and save my slots for smite.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So I will
That works
unattune.
pretty well for you, actually.
Alright,
Awesome.
So I'm gonna pop the...
So I will
Or-
unattune from the pearl and give it to.
Or I get the ring and I dump my healing spells into it.
You can do that too. What do you think would be better?
I have no idea. I think if you can get off more smites, that's more damage.
Mm-hmm. I'd agree with you.
Because if I'm healing, that takes time out of the damage I can do.
You can deal quite a bit of it.
You're more of a
As
hard
evident.
hitter.
Hmm?
You're more of a hard hitter than a healer.
That's true.
To be honest, I felt pretty much useless there.
Oh, no.
Do you guys... Okay, so you're taking a long rest. Tell me where you're planning on going next. Going back up to that door?
Yeah, we
Just
have
so
a
I
key
can
for
get the
it.
map ready? Oh, I never changed the background. Oops. You guys had the Glitterham background in the sinkhole, but they did say that at the beginning it said that the walls were mysterious mineral that was shining, so this is fine. Okay, you guys are
I
going...
think I did about as much damage as you did to it, honestly.
Oh, let's show you guys the whole sinkhole.
I didn't do a lot. Quella did quite a bit.
Yeah, actually she did.
Did she?
Yeah.
To the roper?
Mm-hmm. All of my attacks were missing. I think I landed one of them.
Did I not get the whole thing? There it is. Okay, you guys want to see the whole level?
Sure.
No, you hit
There
it
you
a
go.
few times.
Oh, we finished the whole level.
Yep, that's
Nice.
level 3.
Nice.
So you guys go back up the stairs to the Glitterham.
That's smaller than I expected.
Yeah, it's really little.
Alright,
You guys are back up in the forest. And
we
you-
took a long rest?
Yeah.
Alright.
Druidcraft lets you know that it's the middle of the night right now, like midnight.
Oh, when found, it contains 1d6 minus 1 levels of stored spells.
Oh. Wait, so what do I do?
Roll a d6 and take 1 away from it.
3?
Okay, it already has 3 spells in it.
Okay, where, do you guys have, I have a
Or rather,
question,
3 levels of spells.
but- Right, I get what you're saying. I'll fuck around with that now.
Sure.
So you guys go up. I'm gonna look at the spell list. And... it can't be a cantrip, right? It has to be a spell slot.
Yep, has to be spell slot.
Okay, so you guys are gonna go straight up to the door and unlock it?
After our long rest?
After
Right,
long rest.
do your long rest up. One of them is Arms of Hadar.
Okay.
What? Should I be writing something down?
No, I'll take care of this.
Okay.
One of them is Witch Bolt. And another one is Charm Person.
Are these scrolls?
There's
Nope,
spells
there's
in that
spells in
ring.
Spells in the ring. Oh, they were stored in the ring already.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
And charm person.
So that means it's got room for more spells.
It does.
But
I won't pump any more into it until we
Get
rest
out
again. Yeah.
So you open the door and
Wait.
knock. Go ahead.
I am sorry, but I have prior to the long rest, I had 1 first level spell and 2 second level spells. Can I put them in there?
You can, and I can use them.
Alright, well...
You can hold 2 more levels.
2 more levels.
I could put an arcane weapon with that.
Not really. I have spells that do similar things to arcane weapon,
okay,
but thank you.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Pass without trace would be good.
I don't have that prepared, but I think I will switch out.
Let me see if there's.
Well, you guys just had a long rest, so you can prepare new spells.
Yeah.
Well, this would be before.
We'll just do 2 cure wounds then.
Okay, so I've also got 2 cure wounds.
I love my rings of spell storing. I had 2 of them as my sorcerer. I was so overpowered.
And my spellcasting ability modifier is +3.
So I don't know if this is in the rules or not, but when I had the rings of spell storing as a sorcerer, I was allowed to put meta magic spells in there. So I had quicken spells. Yeah. So I had quicken spells. And I would have like Melf's Minute Meteors, or I had a couple, like a 5th level spell in there, and it was just so red. I was so overpowered because I was so worried about running out of spell slots. So I just was equipped for that to never happen, and then I never needed it. So whatever.
All right.
We killed stuff way
yeah.
too fast.
Oh, go ahead.
But yeah, when you guys are ready.
I've got Pass Without Trace prepared. Because that would have been nice. But it all worked out in the end. Mm-hmm. You know what?
Come on, guys.
I think I'm good.
Are you good? Okay.
So this is what you guys are talking about during your long rest. You've got Kieran and Ixildor going back and forth about what spells they're going to have ready, and you guys are actually sitting and strategizing. Philodamus, you're resting with blood. And, do you guys have any extra healing spell slots before you go to sleep? Any more? Any healing?
I
yes.
got my lay on hands.
The bird. We want to heal some of those feathers.
Yeah, I'll pour all 15 points of healing into.
Okay, I'm going to say that allows her to shed all of the acid damaged feathers and start growing them back. 15 points of health on something like that. Sure. You know what? It grows back all the feathers.
Okay.
She can fly again. And she can fight again. You guys have a freshly white, clean swan again.
Yay.
Quest is good to go.
Otherwise, I had more spell slots, but that's fine.
Yeah, just
feel
let's just say you spent literally all the lay on hands and all the spell slots, and that was enough. So this bird is ready to go and sleep it off. So you guys sleep, you rest.
One of my final spell slots for the day, I cast Good Berry, so that when we wake up, we can be fully fed. Because the berries last for 24 hours, and we're resting for 8.
Okay.
So that's 5 consumed, leaving me with 5 berries.
Now you're doing the first watch. Can you roll perception?
Yes. $13.
Okay.
Although that does beg the question what we're doing with the door, I will sit with my back up against the door.
Okay. You don't hear anything through the door other than the normal river rushing by.
All
That is
right.
it. And then Quella takes a watch. Can you do a perception roll for Quella?
Perception is a 14.
Okay, yeah, just the river rushing by, so nothing. And you guys wake up. You go out to the mushroom forest in the Glitterheim, and you go through the door, and there's no point in showing you the map because the door opens up into a hallway, stone hallway, with stone stairs leading down to the left. Would you guys like to proceed down the stairs?
Do we have any other areas on the floor above us that we should
On the
check
mountain
out
door?
first?
No.
There's some
In
stuff.
the Glitterheim, yes.
Yeah.
Glitterheim, that's what I'm talking about.
So there's that cliff where the Gricks are, and then there's the north hall that the rat went through.
Let's go north. I don't really want to go for the griffs.
We can deal with the Greeks in a little bit, but yes, let's go check out where the rat went.
That was up through 21 and 22. There's so many maps. Okay, so you go through a cave system out here, and you pass this one hole. You guys aren't stealthing or anything? Too late now. Just kidding. Okay. So you go into this little cavern to the west, and a trickle of water seeping down from the hillside above reaches this irregular cavern, nourishing a profusion of fungi. So just like the other, like the Glitterhaim, this is like a small pocket of the Glitterhaim. All the same mushrooms and things. There is an old skeleton buried under the mushrooms and rusted mail in the southern part of the room. Looks a lot like this. Covered in moss and shit.
I just saw yellow.
Yeah, that's the moss. A surprisingly bright sword gleams in the skeleton's bony grasp. Anything else?
Now I think I want that sword. I won't use it, but it'd be nice to get it.
Is there anything else?
So that yellow mossy mold growing over it, you didn't see that at all in the Glitterhaim. Just saying, it is different to this unique cavern.
I would like to identify it.
You guys can roll nature or survival.
Quella will be assisting me.
Okay.
There we go. 23.
Okay, this is definitely poisonous mold.
Ooh.
It will explode when you touch it into a cloud of poison.
How far away would the cloud be? Just as an
The
estimate.
whole area. Oh, 10-foot cube, sorry.
10 foot, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
10-foot pole.
yeah.
Okay, you're gonna stab it, and literally all the moss was the whole room in a big domino effect of clouds. And you guys pack up.
Wait, it was all over?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
And like a trail of it underneath the other mushrooms leading all of it. So the whole room, you guys step back, and it's just...
I'll use Druidcraft to keep the spores away from us.
Okay. You do that. You did a good job with the temporal pole ahead of time. And then all of it settles, and you go in, and there's actually a second skeleton revealed on the other side of the room.
Ooh.
I'm gonna use my detect magic wand.
Oh, did you roll to get those charges back?
Oh, shoot. Yeah, do that real quick.
D6 minus, or D6 and then divide it by 2.
Okay. 5,
And then round down.
Yeah, so it's gonna be 2 more charges. Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Or 1d4, reroll 4. Ooh. Ooh.
So you get 3 charges?
Oh, I get 3 charges, okay.
Well, you had 1 left over, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have 3 total. Which you can use 1 now. If you want.
Yeah, I am going to use my detect magic to see if the sword is magical.
There is magic coming from the sword, and there is magic coming from the other skeleton on the other side of the room. And that's it.
I'll go to the other skeleton and see what's going on there.
This one is in old leather armor that is falling to pieces, completely obliterated by the mushrooms and mold growing off of it. But behind the skeleton, behind all the leather, you find a crossbow with the Durgeddon mark on it.
Pick up the crossbow.
Does anyone mind if I do identify on the sword before I grab it?
That's why I'm getting the crossbow, so that you can make sure sword isn't cursed, and also maybe identify this while you're doing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'll probably go to you. Looks like it's a you thing.
Yes.
It is a +1 crossbow and a +1 longsword. I know you guys don't have much use for a longsword, but...
It's an option for you, just in case, I suppose.
Yeah, I can use a longsword.
Or for the human you've got upstairs.
So it's an option for you.
I'll take it for now.
So plus
Okay.
1 crossbow. That's
So you guys finish investigating this little mold area, and then you go even further north, and it's a very big empty cavern. But you notice that there's like this gate here. It's like a gate made out of old metal, and it's tied together very poorly. And you can tell there are scrape marks all around this gate, but it was just enough to keep something from going through it. And when you guys look through the gate, it goes way through a tunnel. The tunnel goes way off in the distance.
What's that off to the west?
Oh, that's where you guys first came down initially into the Glitterheim. You just never went through here. This is where you fought the acid construct into the west.
Alright, I see.
I'll show you the full map when we're all done here, but this is the last room other than the Grick lair.
Alright, I'm going to sneak around that corner, take a look into the gate.
Okay. You look through the gate, roll perception.
Okay. 18.
Okay. It just looks like it leads outside. You can actually see, well, you can't see any sunlight, but you can smell fresh air through it. And this gate, while very tribal, you notice has been able to keep something from going through it. And this, you can see the scrape marks in the wall, which Quella will identify as being from the acid construct. Trying to get through and then giving up.
Alright, well, we should open this up. It'll give us an escape route at the very least.
It's very poorly made if you want to do a strength check to break it down.
I can do that.
You think the real reason this thing couldn't get through is because it's just too small of a cavern, not that the gate kept it out.
If you want to give me guidance, you can.
yeah.
Oh, we're getting tired.
26.
Yeah, definitely. You break it down, it's a piece of shit made by the troglodytes, and it just crumbles. Whew,
No.
And that's it. So you guys break it down, you've got this escape route, and now I'm going to show you the full Glitterheim map.
There is one area we didn't go to.
Yeah, the Grick. It's
Oh, that's it.
That's it. That's the only thing. So you guys came down from the top west, and you're going through that stairway to the east. And that's it. That's the Glitterheim. You guys have beat level 1, 2, and 3. We're going to move on to level 4 if you're okay with that.
Yeah.
Do we want to deal with the Gricks now or deal with them later?
Let's not deal with them now.
Can we cave in the entrance to their little hidey hole?
You guys don't have mold earth or anything, right?
Do you?
You have it, don't you?
I have mending.
That is the opposite of them.
Oh, something I forgot to say. That little hole up to the north where you guys are has a bunch of little teeny tiny like rat holes.
Ooh.
But it's the middle of the night right now and you don't see much for rats. That's all. That's all I had to say. Continue
Well,
your discussion of what you'd like to do.
I don't think the Gricks pose an immediate threat to anybody.
I don't necessarily see the benefit of fighting them.
Alright.
Okay. So
Plus,
you-
if we can deal, it'll give us more strength to deal with their caretakers.
Yeah, they're the more pressing at the moment.
I just thought maybe if we could trap them in, that would be an option, but no, it's not really an option for us to even
Not right
pursue.
Are they like boulders or
Not
bits
really.
of rock? No,
Um,
nothing. We can't barricade their entryway in.
Rock is really covered by fungus. There are maybe some stalagmites or stalactites that you could break off.
Ooh, here's an idea. We do have bits to build traps, don't we?
Yes.
We could build a trap in front of the entrance. That way, if somebody comes to feed them or investigate, they would have to deal with that.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. Do you want to do that?
Sure.
You may as well.
Just some deadfall traps.
We're gonna have the artificer spend some time building some stuff and I guess roll a tinker's check.
I'll assist.
You can use the tribal gate you broke down to make one of those where you step on it and it like comes up and stabs you or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a bunch of survival traps that we could help you with.
I'm not. I don't know
Quill
as
and
much
I
about. Right.
Yeah, Quill and I can give you assistance on this.
I don't know as
Yeah.
much about survival traps as Dieter does, so we won't really fill in too much detail. But basically, yes, you're making a trap.
Oh, 2 15s. Okay. So that is going to be 21.
Okay. So you're able to build one trap right at the base of that cliff where you can tell the path comes up for someone to throw food over, I guess. And you guys lay down a trap. It's well hidden thanks to Quella's help, and Kieran helps with all the work you need done. And you arrange the mechanics of it. So you have one trap done.
Nice.
And it takes you guys a couple hours, I would say. So it's like 2 or 3 in the morning now. 3 in the morning, let's say. Not that morning matters down here. And you ready to move on?
Yep.
We're going to end the episode here. And we're going to start the 4th level of Forge of Fury.
4th level, hoy.
I know. But we are making a lot of really good progress. So thank you for joining us on Downstairs and Dragons. Thank you for playing D&D with us, and I hope you're enjoying your games too. We'll see you next time downstairs.